Hello, I'm John, the creator of Speak British English. This is the 7th video in a series covering the general characteristics of the British accent. In this video, you'll learn about stress. You'll also learn how to get a month of free access to my online pronunciation school. In English, syllables can be stressed or unstressed. Stressed syllables have either primary stress or secondary stress. Here's an example. University. University. As you can hear, the primary stress is on the third syllable. The first syllable has secondary stress. The other 3 syllables are unstressed. Listen again. University. The main determiner of stress is intonation. The most stressed syllable in a word has the highest pitch. Listen again and notice that the third syllable is higher than the others. University. If you listen carefully, you'll notice that for the stressed third syllable, I hold one stable pitch. Listen as I demonstrate the right way and the wrong way. University. University. As you can hear, when I do it the right way, I hold one stable pitch for the stressed syllable. When I do it the wrong way, the pitch descends. Here's another example. Early. 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 Notice also that my voice has a singing quality to it. Listen again. This time I'll demonstrate very slowly. Early. Early. The words early and university both end with the sound E. This is very common in English. Here are some more examples. Johnny. 30. Slowly. Smoothie. When the E vowel comes at the end of a word, it is considered a short vowel. However, British people often pronounce it a little bit longer than other short vowels. Listen again as I demonstrate these words. Johnny, 30, slowly, smoothie. Now listen to these words in which the stress is on the last syllable. Infer, abroad, remain, supply. Notice that now the stressed syllables start high but finish low. That's because we go down in pitch to indicate the end of a word. Here are some more examples. Undermine, entertain, Singapore. Notice that in all of these words, the stressed syllable has a long vowel. This is common in English. However, sometimes the stressed syllable has a short vowel. Here are some examples. Inroad, reset, uproar. The same stress patterns that apply to individual words apply to groups of words. Compare these examples. University, university challenge, university, university challenge. As you can hear, when I say university challenge, I use one stable pitch for the word university and go up in pitch at the beginning of the word challenge. In both examples, I go down at the end. University, university challenge. Now compare these examples. Prefer, prefer chocolate, prefer, prefer chocolate. In the second example, I hold one stable pitch for the word prefer and go up for the first syllable of chocolate. Again, I go down at the end of the phrase. Prefer chocolate. In the first video, we looked at short monophthongs. One of those sounds is referred to in phonetics as the schwa. Let me demonstrate. In English, most weak syllables have this vowel sound. Here are some examples. Apart, research, contain, surprise. Notice the different spellings in these words. Now listen again as I say the word contain. This time I'll demonstrate the right way and the wrong way. Contain, contain. As you can hear, when I do it the wrong way, I use the vowel sound o in the first syllable. When I do it the right way, I use the schwa. Contain, contain. We also often use the sound e for weak syllables. Here are some examples. Remain, started, captain. If you look in the dictionary, you'll often see weak syllables indicated by a schwa in brackets. Here are some examples. Listen, battle, castle, happen, layman, Hoban. If you listen carefully, you'll notice that I don't make a full vowel sound for the weak syllables. That's because each of these syllables ends with a voiced consonant. The voice from these consonants acts as the vowel in these syllables. Listen again. This time I'll demonstrate the right way and the wrong way. Listen, listen, battle, battle, castle, castle, happen, happen, layman, layman, Hoban, Hoban. This effect is especially noticeable when the weak syllable begins with the sounds t or d and ends with the sound n. Listen to these examples. Curtain, sudden, Britain, cordon. As you can hear, I'm not making a t or d sound in these words. For the t words, I use a glottal stop at the end of the first syllable, and then use an n sound for the second syllable. For the d words, I move the d consonant from the beginning of the second syllable to the end of the first syllable, and then make an n sound for the second syllable. Watch again. This time I'll demonstrate very slowly. Curtain, Britain, cordon, sudden,